Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Danae DRC. First at 11 tonight, blocking roads to protect the forest. Protesters in Douglas County say they're willing to die to protect 80 acres of land set to be sold as timber. Now, here's where the protest is still happening right now at the Elliott State Forest east of Reedsport. We have YouTube video tonight. You can see how the protesters have blocked the road with an overturned cargo van. Now, they're made up of members from Earth First and Cascadia Rising Tide environmental groups. They want the forest to serve endangered species and help with global warming. Now, the state plans to use $1.4 million from timber sales to fund state schools. Well, it's a parent's worst nightmare, backing your car over a child. That's what happened to a Medford man tonight, and he's in jail. 30-year-old Kevin Michael Jennings was charged with assault after he backed out of a driveway and over a child. He was driving on a suspended license. Police say the accident broke the 2-year-old girl's kneecap, but she's going to be okay. A man suspected of sexually assaulting a woman in Springfield is still on the loose tonight, and police want to know if you know this man. Here's a sketch of the suspect. The assault reportedly happened on June 16th to a woman walking in the early morning. This was near Game Farm Road and Beltline in Springfield. The suspect is described as about 150 pounds with brownish blonde hair. If you recognize this sketch, call police. Another potentially dangerous suspect is on the loose in Oregon tonight, this time in Coos Bay. Dean Perry is wanted for robbing the Coos Bay Wells Fargo on July 3rd. Police say he may also be involved in an armed robbery in Woodburn. So take a look at this picture. He was last seen driving a green 1993 Ford Taurus with Oregon license plate 615 ACS. If you see him, contact police. Now to a developing story. The trial for the murder of a girl kidnapped in Corvallis will no longer be tried in Corvallis. Joel Courtney is accused of murdering Brooke Wilberger near the OSU campus back in 2004. Today, a Benton County court judge said the trial could be moved elsewhere. A location has not yet been set. Wilberger's body has still not been found. What can you expect weather-wise first thing in the morning? Here's your wake-up weather with KVAL meteorologist Seth Wayne.
We'll start the morning off with mostly cloudy skies, but by the end of the day, some increased sun breaks. We'll start off the morning here in Eugene and Springfield with 54 degrees at 7 in the morning. Roseburg, expect your 7 a.m. temperature of about 56, and Coos Bay and North Bend about 53. More on a coastal shower or two coming up in your full forecast.
Thanks, Seth. It might be hot enough this weekend. Do you want to be part of a Guinness World Record? Well, you can, but you have to be willing to wear your birthday suit. The American Association for Nude Recreation is sponsoring a nationwide skinny dip. You can participate at the Willamettes this Saturday, a nudist resort in Eugene. That's at 12 noon. New tonight, have you heard of cheap flights on Allegiant Air? Well, you can book a flight online and you might pay more than you bargained for. KVAL's Alyssa Harrington shows you how to get the best rate. That story is new tonight.
Just how do you get the cheapest Allegiant Air flight? I'll show you. I put in a round-trip flight from Eugene to Oakland. The default wants you to get a hotel too, but click flight only. I chose a flight for $29 one way, $29 back. Should come out to $58, right? But add on taxes and extra fees, suddenly it's $93.20. Some of those fees are permanent, like the September 11th screening fee of $2.15. But by booking online, I got charged an extra $14. And for using a call center, an extra $10. If you book your flight in person at an actual Allegiant Air ticket office, you won't be charged for those, bringing your flight down to $69.20. One thing you can do to save a chunk of change is remove all seat selections and priority boarding. Priority boarding gives you first dibs at the overhead bins. Giving that up saves you $5. If you don't care what seat you're in, hit change and delete next to your seat number. That saves you another $13. And lastly, pack light. Allegiant Air charges $30 to check a bag, $80 to check two. You also have to pay for drinks, food, pillows, and blankets. In Eugene, I'm Alyssa Harrington, KVAL News.
Now, to be fair, we also spoke with the Legionnaire over the phone. A spokeswoman agrees their prices do fluctuate. Her advice is to look over your itinerary and only pay for what you need. Well, the King of Pop's memorial service went without problems today in Los Angeles, and in Eugene and Springfield, fans gathered to watch it live this morning. Dozens watched the memorial over breakfast at Springfield's IHOP. Outside the CD World store in Eugene, pictures of the King of Pop and messages written in chalk. In Los Angeles, thousands said their final goodbyes to the idol inside the Staples Center. Karen Brown has the recap.
From a life spent shrouded from the glare of her father's celebrity, 11-year-old Paris stepped out and into the hearts of people around the world.
Daddy has been the best father you could ever imagine. And I just wanted to say I love him.
With a hand on Michael Jackson's coffin, superstar Usher brought the house to tears and was enveloped by the Jackson family. At the heart of the very public goodbye was an intimate family moment. Jermaine sang Michael's favorite song.
You smile through your fear and sorrow.
Even Michael Jackson's own voice sent a shiver through the arena.
In my deepest despair, will you still care? Will you be there?
And they were there. From the famous to the fans, nearly 20,000 people packed the Staples Center, all moved in their own way.
You could actually feel his magic once the casket came in.
They celebrated his music.
I think he is simply the greatest entertainer that ever lived.
Karen Brown, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, during the memorial, we received this email from Robin, a KVAL viewer, quote, "I cannot believe that you are broadcasting Michael Jackson's memorial service. Who is this man to garner such acclaim? Is there any integrity left in the news media?" Well, thank you for your email. We have gotten complaints and compliments for airing the Jackson Memorial. KVAL did not make the decision to broadcast the service. It was decided through our parent network, CBS. However, KVAL did feel it was necessary to break away from our new newscast to make sure our viewers knew what was happening in local news. So what do you think about the media coverage of Jackson's memorial? Share your opinion by commenting on our website or on Twitter. Just head to KVAL.com.